All right, good morning, folks. Hopefully, we've got lights and sound. Good morning to everybody. Bill Bacardi, before you get out of here, I'm going to say hello to you first. Thank you, my friend, for stopping by. I hadn't heard from you in a while, so appreciate you stopping by. If you listen to podcasts, check out the Three Tumblers podcast over on Tyler Thomas's channel. Anyway, I know you got to get out of here pretty quick. You don't have much time, so just want to get that in there. Everybody, good morning. Happy Saturday to you. Uh, Happy Saturday to you. No, I won't curse you with my singing. Um, Dana, the power bill, but not turning on the light that early. I appreciate that. Everybody needs help on their power bills these days, especially us that have had cold weather. It was like 25 degrees when I got up this morning. It's about 38, 39 or so now. But this whole week we've been flirting with like 70s, mid to low 70s. This coming week is supposed to be almost 90 one day. So definitely Mother Nature is swinging around. Can't make her mind up. Alan Corson, good morning. Alpha Centauri, guten Tag. Rune International, let's see. Nasty back pain. Ugh, that's not good, Rune. Rune, if it's lower back pain, uh, might be some kidney issues. I hope not. I've had kidney stones before, and they are not fun at all. Been lucky, knock on wood, haven't had one in years. But when they first really start, it's lower back. Um, Let's see here. Who else is here? Dana. Dana, your back's been bad too. That sucks. Um, yeah, back pain, not a fun thing. Uh, I thought back pain was the worst kind of pain until I had diverticulitis last month. That was the worst pain I've ever had in my entire life. Dave Addion, good morning to you, sir. Also, I did go and read your email on mesh networks, and I was just thinking about that because my little range extender router decided to take a crap on me this morning, and I had to reset it and get it back to working. But anyway, let's see here. Who else? Jeff, tweaked your back shoveling snow. It's an epidemic of back pain amongst locked people. That's not good. Uh, You've got snow out there. I'm kind of jealous. I want one good Friday of snow because, Friday, if the roads are covered, we don't go into work. So it'd be a nice 3-day weekend. Ronald, good morning to you, sir. Still working on those Cheetos for you. Um, Still working on getting those Cheetos. Hope you're doing well this morning. Kurt O. Lock and Key, you are here, so we can now begin. Awesome. Miko Wolf, good morning to you. Hope you're doing all right up there. Hope Miko's enjoying what snow I'm sure y'all have gotten there as well. Let's see, who else is here? Let's see, said hi to Bill Bacardi. Yeah, schedule schedule wise is so hard because you work Monday through Friday, and like me, I've got about roughly a 2.5 hour commute total in a day to get back and forth to the shop. Um, I do have the option to take the truck home if I wanted to, which would basically mean if my last job towards the end of the day was kind of closer towards my house, I could get home a little bit sooner. Um, but I like having my car, even though it puts more wear and tear on my car. Uh, I like having my car in case if I want to go and do something after work. Let's see here. Podcasts are great to listen to while working. Awesome. Thank you, Rune. Appreciate that. We're going to be recording a little bit later. Let's see. GK Man, good morning. Who else here? Sister has diverticulitis. Yeah. Dang, Miko. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, diverticulitis is actually when the little pockets that form get infected. That's when you have the pain. So once those pockets develop, they're called diverticulosa. Um, the diverticulitis is, like I said, when something gets trapped in there and it sets up an infection and it's not good, or they get aggravated or something like that. You get a whole host of conditions on top of it, and it is not fun. Fortunately, my diet that I've been on since April really doesn't stray towards a lot of those foods. I just have to be careful as far as quantity. Like I can't eat a lot of red meat all at once. Found that out the hard way. Um, but yeah, it's not fun at all. Um, so yeah, as far as finding time, guys, I mean, I hate it that I've not been to one of Jason's lives in a few months now, and it's just when I get everything, you know, what I was talking about with the drive home. By the time I get home, feed the cats, change clothes, feed myself, it's already almost 8 o'clock and I just don't have time for a lot of stuff. And for the podcast, pretty much the only time we're able to record for the most part is on Saturdays. So Saturdays at noon is when we can kind of get everybody together and do it. And then either Saturday afternoon or Sunday mornings is when I actually edit the podcast together, um, which the next episode will be releasing tomorrow. Uh, Tyler, Tyler's normally a couple days after it drops on the podcast apps. Uh, but the next episode is going to be on information technology and locksmithing. So I think it'll be a pretty good episode. I think y'all will like it. And the next one will be on the next one that we're recording today, which will release next week, is going to be a really, really fun episode. It's going to be really awesome. Let's see. Huskies don't want to come in the house. Rune, the cats are all over, but they're being amazingly well behaved today. I can't believe it, really. They've destroyed this place all week, for sure, but they're all out. They're all milling around here and there. The reason why you're only seeing this view of the shop is because they have destroyed it, and I'm too embarrassed to show the rest of it. But yes, they are. Uh, they are here and they're all well. It's coming time that probably within the next week, I hope to get them to a rescue. I'll be keeping Cornelia, but it's just getting to be too much, too really overwhelming to have four cats in here now. They're not kittens anymore, they're cats. And I know they deserve a bigger space to roam in and not be crowded. So let's see here. Yeah, Dana, I've I don't know why I don't get alerts to Starrylock's channel anymore. Um, yeah, GQ man, doesn't matter what you call it, what the name of it is, technically or not, it hurts. Yes, that's for sure. Um, see, these two lives are the 4 to 8 p.m. time slot, so that's when I should get done things done around the house. Yeah, yeah, and I mean, I try like when I do get on Jason's live, I try to do it while I'm doing stuff around the house, have it, on the television, which is why a lot of times it's hard for me to join in the chat because the chat you have to pull it up on your phone and then have it playing there, and I just there's just so much stuff to do and not enough days in the week to do it without getting all completely stressed out. All right, so like the title says, today we're going to take it all apart. And this is something came in the shop probably a couple months ago. It's not actually safe. It's not a real safe. This is a locking container. It has no fire resistance. Apparently they had lost the combination or code, needed it open. So you can see it's uh, not locking back like it should. So we're going to take a look at that. Let me get my drink. Get the camera angled down here a little bit. Excuse me, kitties. And grab the screwdriver. So, can't really take the doors off of these. What we can, it's just some anchoring screws. And there's the little pretty cap for the key cylinder. Let's take a look at that here in a second. Let's see here. 3 screws to take this off. Should have grabbed my impact. This won't be that bad, I don't think. Let's see. There are batteries in here. I do have some fresh batteries, but they're in the house. I hate these flippable screwdrivers when you can't pull them out to flip. Oh, think of C. Think of C. Y'all see that? Oh, beautiful. I wonder why this thing failed to start with. Look at all that wonderful stuff. Yuck. Double yuck. Yeah. Let me see if I can get a little bit better camera angle here. Let me zoom in a bit. There we go. Shed some light on the situation. Let's see here. Bounce it. Yeah. Yeah, Rune, I think, because I know Night Owl hadn't been able to make it in a while. I think I need to find an addition to the mod team. And I mean, don't worry quite so much about that, because we keep the chat kind of small here. So fortunately, our crowd isn't too rowdy, so we don't have to really worry about that. So don't stress yourself out about these lives. Yeah, I'm not going to blame you if you take a Saturday off. And yes, I will try to do better at getting word out if I'm not going to be live. Alrighty, let's see here. All right, so we've got all of that. Got our wiring back here. Control board, battery acid. Trying to do this upside down here. Okay, so you can see there's our little key bypass, and that has remained depressed. I would be depressed if I was attached to as well. We can, let's see, that is, that locks in the pick position, in the turned position. So it's 2 position. Well, I can show you what happens here. Maybe. Let's see, let's put this in here. Because I don't want to break any of the wires, break anything on here. I might, surprisingly to some, I might actually use this. I've got one that's an Amazon type container. and I actually do use it. All right, so that released. I know it's difficult upside down, but it released the little tab here. So this goes down and pushes down on the actuator. I think there's a little lip behind here, or pushes down on the solenoid. There is a little lip behind here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but push down on it, pushes down the solenoid, and allows the bolt work to rotate. Let off on it, the solenoid pops up. Now, when you apply voltage to the solenoid, it electrically draws that back and lets you do that. So I can see, plug just about fell out. Dollar store batteries never leak. Batplosion. Yep. Yeah, Mika, I think it can be refurbished. There's a kitty. Kitty, I don't think you want to go in there. It's a sentry. Might be nasty. Yeah, I mean, the reason why I have one and use it is similar to this, a little bit bigger, but when when a criminal breaks into your house when it's unoccupied and they're looking for stuff to steal, they're looking for things that are easily grabbable. And depending on where you have one of these, if it's as long as it's bolted down to something or bolted into something, you can throw something small in there, like like an iPad or if you have a small laptop or something, throw it in there, and they can it's not visible, which is one good thing. For two, depending on where you have it, they're not going to take the time because criminals want to be in and out. Uh, Thieves who break into a house are wanting to get in and out just as quickly as possible. Um, don't you dare do that. I'm holding you. I've held you so many times before. Everybody saw that I didn't do anything to you, so don't even try. There you go. I don't know what his problem is this morning. Um, but yeah, we'll go ahead and toss these batteries over here because they're nasty. I don't even like touching them. So I definitely don't want the kitties to touch them. There we go. And but yeah, I mean it's not high security by any means, but at the same time, most thieves aren't going to try to pick the cylinder. They might try to guess at your code, but I doubt they're going to spend much time on it. Excuse you, sir. See, that little washer goes there. This just fits back in here. Jeff, I know you've seen it before, but or somebody might have something like this, and basically is the little screw on the back for the cam came loose, and it kind of gums up the works. Let's see if I can delicately get this back into place. There we go. And get my screw and washers together. Jeff, also, I am, you'll be proud of me. Started yesterday drilling my first actual safe. It's a B-rate cash vault. We took out of the business. They wanted to replace it with something else. It's actually in really good shape. just the S&G 6120 went bad on them, and they had us haul it off. And again, it's in good shape. It wasn't in a restaurant, so and I know you know exactly how safes in restaurants are, but um, anyway, I took it back to the shop, and I'd put the door on there because they said it was intermittent, hit or miss, like 4 or 5 tries until they could get it open. And anyway, so I figured maybe I'd get one more shot out of it after I put the door on. And of course, the bolt work is spring loaded, so when you close the door, the bolts shoot home and it locks up, which is exactly what it did. And I did not get one more operation out of it. So I just for practice, because I've not actually drilled a real safe yet. Um, got out my drill points and marked it and started drilling it. It's towards the end of the day yesterday. Um, excuse me, you're blocking the view. Yes, I know some people would rather see you than me, but not right now. I'm doing stops. Um, so yeah, I started doing that yesterday. Ran out of time because it was Friday and 5 o'clock, and the boss was ready to leave, and I was ready to leave. So we did. Kind of got out of there. But is the video stuttering for y'all, or is it just me on my end? Let's see here. Somebody can see. All he got was rocks. Yeah. Yep. It's either rocks, some pennies and paper clips, or an old Playboy that you find in a safe. They take the whole thing home as they're never bolted down. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people don't bolt them down. The one that I use is bolted down. Definitely. Um, and Jeff, yes, just removing safes to install new ones in restaurants, it's pretty damn nasty. I, my boss and I, we actually said for removal of old safes, we're going to start charging more, even if we don't dispose of it. If there's an existing safe in a restaurant floor, that's automatically, another $100 on top of it, just because of the mess, the fact that normally those bolts come up from the floor into the bottom of the safe instead of going down through the safe into the floor, which is how we do it. Um, let's see. Love to take the black cat home. Don't know what the husky would do. Yeah, I don't know. Miko might have something to say about that. Let's see here. Let me see. You guys are probably going to look. All right. Hopefully, I wouldn't wait too long. There we go. Cool. I my phone was connected to Wi-Fi to the Wi-Fi extender, and I think it didn't like it. I'm gonna run real quick into the house and grab some fresh batteries, and we can come back and scrape some of this off and get hopefully get the thing operational again. No, I didn't mute, so y'all are hearing me walk outside. Um, don't know when you'll lose me or if you lose me. Just sit there. Maybe Maybe I didn't. It'd be kind of cool if I didn't. And here we come back in. Alrighty, we're back. Hopefully you guys still have audio. See, kitties, plural, were up here because that's the delay on my thing. All right. White vinegar. Yes. Actually, I have a tiny amount of white vinegar. And where are some shop rags? Guess I can use this. I had some shop rags around here. It's what I mean about the cats have destroyed this place. It's getting difficult. Here's a better one, maybe. Nope. This one's better. All right, let's pour vinegar on here. Torch of KCK, good morning. Yes. I wish I had some swabs out here. I would use those. Bryn, that was a good idea about the vinegar. I've got some contact cleaner that I keep in the work truck, but in a pinch, this stuff really does work good. I don't drink soft drinks, so I never have the can of Coke trick. I should say I don't drink soft drinks anymore. I used to drink way too much Mountain Dew back in the day. All right, so we got that. We'll blow it out. That worked better than a spray bottle. Alright. That. Now, grab these batteries, put them in. I bought new batteries the other day for the Schlag Sense on my front door because those batteries were low, and I put these in and nothing happened. Like it didn't turn on at all or anything. And put the old batteries back in, they worked just fine. Didn't test the voltage on these, but I just kind of figured they were bad, besides the Rayovac. So this morning I got some Duracells. Let's see, we'll have to pick something. Have to pick this. Tweezers are getting a little bent as they're right in my pocket. All right, I think we're gonna go the other way. And there is no code on the face of this cylinder, on the face of the plug for the lock cylinder. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doesn't do it. All right, there's a little code change button on the inside of these. That's how you change your combination. There we go. And it's unlocked for about 5 seconds. Because you can actually hear the uh, solenoid humming. There we go. All set to go. And the inside's pretty clean, actually. I wasn't the one who opened this at the shop, but they had it and said, "Hey, you want to take this home and use it on live one day?" And I said, "Sure." It's been sitting in the laundry room ever since. Let's see. Let's get the battery cover on here. Rune would know how to do this. Probably a few others of you, but it'd be pretty cool to have. Actually, I think Miko, you mentioned this the other week, but having an external power supply go to a battery powered option, keeping your batteries in standby. There you go. Clockwise to lock. Yep, I figured it. It goes one of two ways. Let's see. Get everything put back in here. Just kind of spilled my pick kit the other day. You need to impression a key. No, Dave, I'm not even going to worry about impressioning a key. Um, Nothing of any high value is going to go in here ever. But again, it's something just to, it, as I call it, lock up the grabbables. Something that you keep laying around that's an electronic device. Um, if you wanted to go so far as to put things like Roku boxes in there, you could, I guess, if you were going to be away for a while. Um, Medication box, yeah. Although if I was going to get one of these to put medication in, I would get one with an ace lock, a tubular lock in there instead of one of these wafers. Um, just because those are a little bit harder to pick. You would have to buy a special tool or be skilled in tensioning them and picking each pin individually. Uh, so I wouldn't use this one as a medication safe, but I would use. I mean, it would work, especially if you have a situation where, unfortunately, grandma's got pain medicine and the grandkids are late teens, early 20s, late 20s, whatever the age is. It doesn't really matter. It affects all ages. Uh, but they go and sneak some of grandma's medication, steal it from her, and is not right. It's disgusting when people do that, and so you gotta keep them locked up. So yeah, something like this would work. We don't sell anything like this in the shop. We like the most basic safe that we sell is the Heyman Flame Vault FV132E, which you can lock that up or look that up and see kind of what that is. Uh, it's actually got a 1 hour fire rating on it, so you can put documents in there. But it's something like this that you get cheap is good just to lock something up as long as you anchor it down. You can look at the bolts that they give to anchor it. That's what, 2-inch wood screw. So that's going to fasten into anything, and it has uh, it has anchor holes on both the bottom as well as the back. So if you slide it into a cabinet, you can anchor it back into the wall, or if you have it on the floor, you can drill it straight down into the floor and anchor it there. So it works, you know, it works for what it is. It's not fire protection. It's a box with a keypad lock, like y'all said. Let's see. If it fails, you can bump it. Yeah. Um, that if you know where to bump it, that could work. I'm not going to show that on live, but I may try that one day. Um, let's see. Get 20 empty ones of those to have around the house just to slow down further. Yeah. Uh, yeah, having a decoy. Yeah. Of course, I always say this. If somebody breaks into my house when I'm not here, they will be sorely disappointed. Uh, if somebody breaks into my house when I am here, they will be injured and sorely disappointed. I don't have a lot to take. Uh, I think I'd be, you know, there's some electronics and stuff, but really nothing of any high dollar value. I'm a sentimental person, so what's locked up in the good safe that y'all are sitting on top of watching me, uh, all that stuff is just sentimental and some stuff that papers that wouldn't be good to anybody. Um, but yeah, so we took it all apart, we diagnosed it, cleaned the terminals, put new batteries in there, changed the combination. Voila! This that was headed to a dumpster near you can now be in your house. Well, you you will any of y'all can have this, but you got to come here and pick up one of the cats and promise to give one of the kitties a good home, or two of the kitties a good home at least. Take a bullet to the kneecap. Yeah, Jeff, if somebody breaks inside my house, while I'm here, they're gonna need some pain medication. Um, yes, Dana, y'all are holding the safe down to the floor. I mean, it only weighs like what, 500 pounds, 400, something like that. Jeez, that was a heavy sucker. That cash vault that I took out yesterday, for the business, they actually swapped out the cash vault for which, Jeff, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think cash vault's made by Heyman as well. It's a B-rate safe, which means that it's thick steel, but it doesn't have any built-in fire protection to it. Um, and it's got the deposit door in the top of it. Um, it was one of the smaller ones. It was only like 20 inches tall, single door on it. So I actually did the whole job, by myself, taking the old one out, putting the new one in, and everything. If it was bigger, then Jason would have came and helped me with it. But for that one, where it was, it wasn't a big deal. Did make sparks fly when I had to cut down and buff, cut off and buff down the floor mounting bolts because the new safe went right on top of it. Um, but the cash vault was pretty. Yeah, Jeff, his cash vault drop safe, S&G, what is it, 6120 on there. I don't have any pictures. I'll take some pictures whenever I get to the shop Monday and send them to you. Take some pictures when I swing it because I pulled out my little chart with the, it's one of the, who makes it? It's the 3-panel fold out chart that's got pictures and drill points and everything. And so hopefully my drill points were on. Never done it before. And I do have some carbide drill bits I found in the shop. So I'm going into that and hopefully I'll swing the door. I'll let you know. Um, hey, Dana, I appreciate that. But if people don't like this channel for me, then like it for the kitties. because kitties need all the likes they can get. Uh, and also the other four kitties, the original four in the house, they're doing great. Um, Nobody's having any issues. Socks is still ornery and stubborn as ever. Aloysius is still Aloysius, and the others are still themselves. So, um, anyway, so a a few weeks ago, whenever I had some really bad audio issues towards the end, I think it was the last live of January that I did. I had some really bad audio issues, and what I was trying to get there was over the next few months, even though, like I was saying earlier, time is kind of an issue, coming up with stuff to do is also kind of a thing because I feel like I really don't want to bring more junk home from work unless it's cool stuff or usable stuff. Um, let's see. Uh, Hold that thought just a second, Jeff. Get the cable stripe color. It did not have a stripe on it. It was just solid gray cable. So it was the older model that you can release the dead latch with. So that's what I'm drilling for is the dead latch in that one. Um, Not sure. Hopefully my measurements are close enough. Um, if anything, it gives me practice drilling on a safe that does not belong to a customer. Normally we charge to dispose of the old safe. It being in good shape, we could resell it after I get it open, or if I just screw it up too much, we can throw it in the dumpster. Either way, we're not out any money. We didn't charge them for disposing of it. Of course, we did charge for delivery and installation, but anyway, let's see if someone empties your house, they'll need to go to the brass recycler to get any value out of it. Yeah. Yep. So what I was saying the other week is, or doing these lives, I love doing them. I love being here with you guys, seeing the chat, interacting with you, and learning and doing stuff so that you guys can learn and help me learn as well. At the same time, I love doing that. Um, but coming up with original content all the time is kind of brain racking. Um, with the podcast, we've got three of us that all sort of brainstorm and we have a group text and we're constantly, it might not have anything to do with locksmithing or whatever, but we'll bump on something and say, hey, yeah, that'll be a good topic for, an episode or whatever. Doing this kind of solo, um, kind of puts me, I don't know, kind of at a loss sometimes for what to come up with. So, what I'm going to do is I would love to hear from you guys. Either comment, I will try to do a community post, so watch for that. In fact, I'll do that after this live is done. But I'm going to do a community post asking for what some of the favorite things that I have covered on live. Like, do you like the access control stuff that I did where I built the simple access control system? Would you like to see more of that? Would you like to see picking? Um, something more kind of like what we did today. Just kind of get a feel for stuff. And then what I want to do with that is kind of take whatever sort of pops up the most and then do a series of lives on it. So like 3 weeks in a row, do access control stuff. Um, and in that case, we can actually get, I could actually get like a board and mount stuff on it. And each week we can build another component into the access control system, um, and just kind of go from there. But I kind of want to do that because I'm at the point where, I don't just want to pull out a cylinder and try to pick it for an hour. Um, and I don't want to just grab some more of the same junk. I mean, I will if it has to do with something, but as long as I've got some sort of something in my mind about what you guys want to see, then I can roll with it and I can do stuff with it. So be on the lookout for that community post. I know not everybody's on Twitter, not everybody has my number and can text me. If you want my number and I know you from the chat, all you got to do is ask. You know how to get in touch with me by email. My email is in the address, but um, let's see. Da. Thank you, Rune. I love it when y'all help me learn. Dana, the super glue. Um, oh Lord, yeah, I remember that. I remember my aluminum foil hat that I made for that episode. Yeah, Miko. Yeah, there's all they have to do inside the house. All they have to do is try to grab the orange kitty, and out here, all they have to do is try to grab any kitty other than the big black one. More kitties. Okay. Let's see. Gray with no stripes should be non-deadlocking. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we can. Yeah, I'll send you pictures of what I got Monday. Um, and yeah, because I'll show you what I'm working on. I don't want to say it on live. Like I trust everybody that's here in the chat, but I don't trust anybody else that could come back and watch. You got junk to send me? Okay. All right. Hey, some of the junk you sent me, Jeff, I've actually I actually got to use. I think it was a couple of the keypads that you sent me. They were old enough that I was able to go out on a job where the keypad had failed and get a safe open. So that came in handy. I've still got a whole box of stuff you sent me before back here. Um, it's not junk. It's just another man's treasure. Dana, yes, you may. I did smile. I know I need to smile more in my lives. I don't know why I don't. Maybe because it's like before noon when I get started. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I really value you guys' input and what you want to see because I know you guys will be here. Even if I just stood here and pet and played with the cats for an hour, y'all would like it. Um, but I enjoy exploring other things, figuring it out, and doing stuff with y'all because y'all help me get to be a locksmith. And even if you're not trying to be a locksmith now, I like to be able to do stuff that somebody else can learn and see and maybe see me do something one way and you go, oh, never tried to do it that way before. But anyway, I've been going for a little less than an hour, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. That way I can have time to relocate from here into the house to record the next episode of the record the next episode of the Three Tumblers. Guys, eventually, probably like towards the end of the year, we're going to do a really fun episode and you're going to hear all the bloopers. Our blooper reel at this point, out of, let's see, we'll be recording episode 11 today. Out of 11 episodes, our blooper reel already now, if I were to edit it down into a good, concise blooper reel, would probably be about 25 minutes long. Um, we have a great time doing it, and maybe one day, just maybe, we'll do it on a live. We'll do a live, recorded in front of a live studio audience or live YouTube audience. I don't know, something like that. Um, uh-oh, Lowell's here. Means it's time to go. Hey, Legless Lockpicker. Good afternoon to you. I think yeah, it's afternoon where you are. Good afternoon. Hope the weather is good over there. Let's see. Um, anyway, all right. So we're going to go ahead and get wrapped up here. I've got so much to do this weekend. Yeah, we really need a day. We don't need necessarily need to go to a 4-day work week. We just need an extra day between Saturday and Sunday. Um, between day. That's what we need. We need an 8-day week. I know the Gregorian calendar is like the universally accepted calendar, but we need to make a new one with a 8 days. So we get a 3-day weekend. We still work 5 days, but we get 3 days on the weekends. It's one thing I miss about working police is I when I was on road patrol, I would usually have a 3-day weekend every week, and that was nice. Other agencies, I had like every other weekend off. Um, but yeah. Anyway, all right, folks. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Uh, all the little beasties in here are cozied in front of the heater. It's not that cold in here, and I'm not gonna really crank the heat up out here. And it didn't get below 60 degrees out here, so they're not freezing by any means. But it's supposed to be, like I said, tomorrow is supposed to be 70 something during the day, and then by Tuesday or Wednesday, we're supposed to be at like 88 during the day for the high. So yeah, uh, Torch, you get Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays off. That's actually not bad. I did have that schedule. If y'all remember way back when I was doing Wednesday lives because I was off every Wednesday. Um, and I actually really did like that schedule. I was still working 40 hours a week, but I was off every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I really enjoyed that. And I kind of wish I could go back to it, but I don't know. I kind of like Monday through Friday too sometimes. Need some husky fluff to keep the cats warm. Yes, I do. I think the cats would whip him into shape, or he would whip them into shape. One. Um, all right, folks. Y'all, gonna wrap it up. End it here. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate all the support over the years. Uh, coming up pretty soon, actually in March, I think. Either March or April will be my YouTube anniversary. Um, let me let me look here real quick, just because I want to see when my first video was published. Uh, oh Lord, this is going to take me a while to go back. Good God, I was fat back then. That was only 2, 3 years ago. Back to the days when I was scared to show my face. All right, let's see. Keep going. Um, don't want to play. I don't want a week free of YouTube TV. It doesn't show the exact date. It just says 5 years ago. And I know that, um, where is the exact date on this? March 29th of 2017 was when my first video was posted. March 29th, 2017. So this year, March 29th, we will do something special. I don't know if that's on a Saturday or not, but uh, we'll give it a shot. So, but March 29th of 2017. So this year will be 6 years since I posted my first video on YouTube, picking an Avis 8345, which I still have, and it's still pinned up to the original configuration. And I did make a key for it. So it's up here in the shop. But anyway, y'all, let's see. So cool to see a wet dog being about half size is dry. Yeah. Shit is 365 days a week. Yeah. Alrighty, folks. So we're gonna wrap it up. I've said that about 5 times before now. Y'all, okay, March 29th is a Wednesday. Well, dang. We'll have to do it the Saturday before, maybe. Maybe. And then I'll have to also look and see when I did my first live, but I'm not going to do that right now because we're wrapping up. Even though I've been saying bye for like 20 minutes now, there's a Reddit post on the locksmithing Reddit the other day about that. Uh, Locksmith wanted to know how to get away from Southern customers who took 20 minutes to say goodbye. And I'm like, dude, no. Anyway, y'all, have a good weekend. Have a good week. Stay safe, stay happy, stay warm. Hug your pets. Stay out of trouble. And we'll see you next time. Have a good one.